wearing crimson with Crimson Tide across the front. Referee heads to center court. He stands between Cardwell and Omori. Some final instructions for a couple of guys on the far side, Chris Youngblood and also, I believe, Denver Jones, as the ball's about to go in the air. It does, and the tap is controlled to the backcourt to our left by Auburn. Front court with it will be Jones. He'll give it off onto the left wing to Moore. Moore inside the arc, throws it into the low post to Broom, who kicks it out. Far wing, three is up and good for Miles Kelly, and the Tigers grab the early advantage. Bama late getting over defensively.
Well, in pretty good position. You got to be in great position against Miles Kelly. He's one of the best three-point shooters in the SEC.
43% field goal shooter for the Tigers as Sears will drive, steps back, tries to answer three, in and out, no good, and the rebound is controlled by Kelly, and the Tigers will come the other way. Kelly to the top of the arc, playing off of a screen. He'll step into the three, he'll miss it badly, and the rebound is controlled by Stevenson for Alabama. Jaron brings it himself into the front court, left side to Nelson, spots up three, that's no good, and the rebound Broom on the weak side. Alabama, a couple of threes missed early as the Tigers still have the 3-0 advantage. Broom will try one, that is up, it is good, and the Tigers have a 6-0 advantage early. 1 minute, 7 seconds into this one here in Tuscaloosa. Sears with the basketball over to Nelson on the wing. Takes a dribble, pivots, and a foul's going to be called on Miles Kelly.
At least made it through a couple possessions. But
You're
Auburn,
right,
with a hot start from the three-point line, and would like to see Grant Nelson go to the basket instead of settling for the three.
Sears on the wing, jumper is up for two. It's no good. Rebound tipped. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Chris Youngblood, knocking it away.
For Maury and Grant Nelson, Jaron Stevenson, the guards do a good job. Unfortunately, Chris Youngblood got caught with the foul.
Cardwell with the basketball, brings it near side to Moore. Left alone, he'll try three, he'll miss it. Rebounded Cardwell. He will pick it up. He looks, finds Broom, top of the arc, fakes a three. Now steps back, shooting one. That's good, and the Tigers have taken a 9-0 advantage as they have knocked down three-pointers here early. Bama bringing it back the other way, looking for a bucket, any bucket right now. Here is Omori with it, top of the arc, dribbling left, pivots, having it hacked, and it's going to be a foul on Cardwell.
Broom able to knock down another three for Auburn. Their team that got off to a really hot start last week in Nashville, 15-0 against Vanderbilt.
Stevenson to Sears inside the arc, trying to drive the lane, puts it up to the left hand, no good, tip, no good for Alabama. Nelson able to rebound the miss, giving it off to Youngblood. Now to Sears, right wing three, too strong, rebound Nelson, puts it up, off the window, no, but he is fouled.
But a chance to go to the line because of the work on the offensive glass.
To say the least on the first, but it worked. Second one is up, that one's perfect, a little better arch. And Bama has pulled to within 7, 9-2. Auburn with a lead early, 17:38 and moving. Time in the first half. Tigers have made 3 threes to start the game. Now Broom trying to back his way down on Omori. Gets into the paint, steps back, falls away, and gets the friendly roll. His jumper from about 8 feet gives him now 8 points and makes it an 11-2 Auburn advantage. Here's Sears going downhill, going to the rim, puts it up off the window, and he is fouled. A chance for the and one is for the Crimson Tide. Sears trying to convert the and one, can't do it, missed it, and then the rebound control by Chad Baker-Mazara for the Tigers, who also came in on the last dead ball. So Bama misses a free throw opportunity. It stays 11-4. Tigers throw it to Broom in the low post with Mo defending him. Broom trying to drive left, now goes right. Spins back left off the window, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, such last though by the Crimson Tide.
A little smaller with Mo Diabate against Janai Broom. Broom's hit a couple of threes against this Alabama defense.
3 ball up and good by Chaney Johnson as the Tigers have knocked down 4 3-pointers here in the early going of this contest. Bama answering on the other end. Diabate couldn't get it to go, and they're going to say that Nelson touched it when the ball was in the cylinder. They'll review it at the next media timeout. Basket interference that the ball was still in the cylinder.
Well, first of all,
when Nelson touched it, threw it down. But we'll see if
I think
that's going to be reviewed.
Yeah, they're going to count that. They'll come back, and it was clear. And really not a bad call by Joe Lindsey because you called it, you can go back and review it. Alabama will get that deuce during the timeout.
Tigers will try the three. They'll miss this one. Hallelujah. Johnson missing from the corner. Bama clears it. Here's Diabate. Front court to Stevenson. Trying to drive. Gets into the lane. Kicks it out to Nelson. Nelson, a dribble, a firing pass to Stevenson in the corner. Jared will flip it outside to Youngblood. Chris will drive. He'll get all the way to the rim. He'll lay it up and in for two. 14-6, but probably 14-8 when they go to the review during the timeout. Regardless, 16:05 we know is left in the half as the Tigers drive in. They lose it on the way up. Ball out of bounds. Possession belongs to the Crimson Tide. Crimson Tide with the basketball. It'll be Stevenson bringing it front court. Stevenson looking, giving it off. Far wing, Diabate. Mo will pivot and throw it over to Sears near wing. Mark will drive. Steps back, crosses over, gets into the paint, throws a pass that is kicked by Auburn. Green over there, Trevor Relaford. Good night. We got a good squad just sitting in the alumni section.
Suit them up.
Aiden Holloway inbounding it for Alabama. Throws it in the corner to Sears. To Diabate now. Mo on the drive with Bama down 14-8 with the ball. Phylon throws it in the corner. Holloway three short. And it's tipped into the air and out of bounds. Touch last by Alabama. Diabate is the man who got a fingertip on it last, but possession will belong to Auburn. I really wanted Holloway to make his first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and 12th shots. Bama fans don't like what they saw on the replay, but possession is going to belong to Auburn. Todd Pettiford bringing it ahead, giving it off to Chaney Johnson, driving into the lane, spinning, shooting, and missing. Rebound snatched out of the air by Mo. Here comes Diabate front court, looking to his left, driving, got bumped, puts it up, wouldn't go. Rebound fought for, and the scramble is going to result in Auburn getting possession. Here come the Tigers. They're playing 4-on-4 right now. Jones from the top of the arc for three, no good, but the rebound claimed by Johnson. Gives it off to Pettiford, and he will now back it out, and they reset it at 20. It's already, though, down to 12. 11, Pettiford at 10. Pettiford at 6, driving, dishing outside. Johnson tries another three, misses this one. Rebound tipped into the hands of Mo. Diabate will bring it himself ahead, throws it over to Phylon right wing. Phylon playing off of a ball screen now will dribble and feed it off to Holloway. Aiden driving right, trying to dribble away from Denver Jones, gives it off to Mo, back to Holloway. Looks right, nothing there. Flips it out, top of the arc to Nelson. Grant throws it to Holloway. 7 on the shot clock. Aiden on the drive, goes down the lane, puts it up with a left-hand block. Scramble and picked up by Auburn. Here come the Tigers with Johnson. Fires it right wing. Now a pass over onto the left wing to Pettiford. Couldn't hang on to it. And it
dribbles out of bounds. Nice defense by Mark.
Crimson Tide with a basketball. It's Sears on the drive. Puts it up. Got the finger roll to go. Played through the contact from Chaney Johnson, and Mark with a big and one opportunity upcoming. Great question.
We just took 4 minutes out of the game to review something that's unreviewable.
Sears does convert the and one, and it's 14-11. Bama back to within 3 after trailing 9-0 to start the contest. 13:52 and ticking. Time left opening half. Baker Mazzara will throw the lob, and Auburn can't finish the dunk. That's going to be basket interference committed by Auburn.
From Chad Baker Mazzara, the pass wasn't spot on, and he hung on the rim. Ball pops out. Alabama gets it back.
Sears to Holloway to Mo. Driving down the lane, and that dunk goes. Mo right down Main Street. Throws it down, and Bama's to within 1.
And that's a 9-0 run for Alabama. The Tide getting stops and turning it into offense.
Tigers with the basketball. Jaheim Hudson with it, and we've got a foul called on Mark Sears for a hold.
The offensive player, they're going to call that every time. Not a ton of contact, but it was the right call.
Baker Mazzara, top of the arc for 3, is able to get it to go. Check that, he had a 2. He had a toe on the line. 13:04 to play first half. Tigers on top, 16-13. Here's Phylon trying to shake free. Gives it off to Mo. Over to Holloway, who will drive. Teardrop off the window, no, and the rebound controlled by Auburn. I want to see him have the ball go through the net. Inside they go to Johnson, then the kick out. Baker Mazzara for 3, it's no good. And then a call Holloway for the foul. Holloway. Mazzara trying to complete the 3-point trip, and he does, making all 3 free throws. Bama will inbound it to Stevenson, who hands it back to Philon, and now he'll push it ahead. Goes on the wing to Mo. Diabate with the basketball on the far wing. Mo working against Broom. Goes right, gets into the lane, gets underneath the basket, pump fake, shot, out the window and in.
I'm not so sure that didn't slip out of his hands, but was at point-blank range, went up, thought he was going to take a little contact, may have, but was able to finish. May have just come off the glass and goes in.
Tigers by 4, 19-15. Auburn with the ball in the lead. Broom on the near wing trying to back his way down against Mo. Gets to the block, spin, shoots a fall away from the baseline, and that's a thing of beauty right there. From about 15 feet, able to get it to go. Beautiful shot and make it a 21-15 Auburn advantage. Diabate going to Philon. In the corner to Nelson, who's back in. Grant handing it to Philon. Philon will try to drive, gets to the elbow, kicks it out to Mo. Drives right. Now will slowly back his way down with the left hand. Gets bumped, gets into the paint, kicks it out to Philon. 7 to shoot. Philon back at 5, at 4, at 3. Kicks it over in the corner. Stevenson and 1, no good, and the rebound is controlled by Auburn and Chad Baker-Mazzara. Tigers with the ball in a 6-point lead. Baker-Mazzara throws it down low. Nice catch and lay in for 2 by Chaney Johnson on the pick and roll. Executed beautifully by Auburn to put the lead back up to 7 at 23-15. Bama with the drive going downhill is Sears. Gives it off to Nelson, who drives in, lays it up, got it to go. A beautiful move from Grant to make it a 23-17 game. It was at 8. It's now to 6. Is the score with 11 minutes to play in the half.
The Auburn's 3 for their last 3 and also getting to the line. Alabama ice cold from the 3-point line, 0 for 6.
Broom drives, hands it off. Layup is up and no good on the attempt from Chaney Johnson. He'll have free throws upcoming when we come back to Tuscaloosa. Stripe overall, 73% in conference play, and he hits them both. So the Tigers already 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Bama 3 of 4.
Auburn, percentage-wise, is a little better free throw shooting team than Alabama. Alabama typically gets there a lot more, but so far has not.
Here's Philon kicking it to Amore on the left wing. Clifford will take a couple of dribbles, pivot, and needs help. Somebody come get it. They'll try to deflect it to Philon, throw it to Philon, but it was deflected out of bounds by Pettiford.
Alabama trying to run a dribble handoff with Mark Sears. Miles Kelly, the Georgia Tech transfer, 3-point shooter, did a good job of denying Mark the ball.
Bama inbounds to Stevenson, who hands it back to the inbounder, Philon. Now to Sears, top of the arc, works inside the paint, gets underneath, lost the handle, but thankfully it goes right to Darion Reed, who's seeing his first action in a while. He gives it to Sears, who shoots it as the shot clock is about to expire. He did so with the right hand, and it did not hit the rim. 17 is our score. Auburn, the ball in the lead. It matches their biggest advantage, which was 9-0. Inside they go to Broom. Bama double teams initially. Now he spins away and he walks. Or did he hook? He committed a foul. It'll be a foul on Janai Broom, hooking the man guarding him. Was that Stevenson trying to guard him in the post?
Cliff Amore in the post,
Gotcha.
hooking with that offhand as he tried to spin to the baseline. Good defense by Cliff Amore, and Alabama gets it back with a chance to cut in to this 9-point Tiger lead.
First foul on Broom. They're down 26-17 with 9:55 and moving time left here in the opening half. Again, Bama 0 for 6 from 3. Here's Sears with the dribble, working off of a screen, gives it off to Reed. Darion fires a pass over to Holloway. Aiden trying to get loose at 5, at 4, playing through contact, gives it off to Cliff for 3. Oh, it wouldn't go, it hit the iron, and the rebound is controlled by the Tigers.
Alabama 0 for 7 now from the 3-point line. Not the shooter you want shooting it, but it was late and the shot clock didn't have a choice.
Rising, firing, and missing the 3 was Auburn. Pettiford could get it. Bama's got numbers. Reed on the drive, gets into the paint, got fouled on his way to the rim.
He gets fouled, goes to the line, and
second free throw is up. That one's good as well, and Bama's back to within 7. And Reed will check out. We knew it'd be limited minutes for him here and there. Chris Youngblood will come in to replace him as Reed sits down. So it's Youngblood, Amore, Sears, Holloway, and Youngblood, the 5 on the floor for the Crimson Tide. Auburn brings it front court. Johnson at the top of the arc, goes far wing with it to Kelly. Kelly off of a screen will rise and fire from three, no good. Rebound fought for, tipped, scrambled, and Youngblood hits the deck as he grabs it, gives it off to Sears, and Bama's running with numbers. Sears in the front court, driving right, looking to his left, plays off of a screen, gives it off, Youngblood. Deep three, no, and the rebound, Amori. Cliff gets it back out to Mark. Deep three, no good. Rebound, Amori. Amori back over to Holloway. Deep three, bomb. Third time's the charm as Bama gets it done and pulls to within 4.
And the 10th time is your charm. Alabama was 0 for 9 before that Aiden Holloway made 3.
Now it's Broom working against Amori. Spinning left, spinning right, into the paint, spinning again, missing badly. Great defense, Amori, and Bama clears it and comes the other way, but taken away initially by the Tigers, and then a foul on Mark Sears. That's going to be his second. From the start, they were blistering hot with a 9-0 start with all three coming from beyond the arc to begin the game. Tigers with the ball, it's Mazzara working against Holloway. Size advantage for Auburn. They'll give it off to Cardwell, who will hand it off to Kelly for 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Amori. Cliff keeping Janai off the glass, and here's Holloway the other way for Bama. Aiden Holloway made a 3 a moment ago. Now gives it off Nelson. Fakes a 3. Driving, dishing. Stevenson, 3. Bomb. 2 for 2. 2 in a row for Alabama from bank first. 3-point range.
Great job by Grant Nelson. Had an open 3. He pump faked, drove the lane. The defense took one step toward him. That's why Jaron Stevenson was open. And he knocks down another 3 for Bama.
8-0 run for the Tide. Back within 1. Auburn trying to end it. Can't. Broom hits the iron. From deep, it goes over the backboard. He wasn't having any luck around the rim. It goes over the glass from 3, and the Tide will have the ball and momentum when we come back.
Alabama able to get in the gaps against Auburn. They've gotten good looks throughout. Also, so far, doing a pretty good job of taking care of the ball. 2 turnovers for each team.
Holloway throws it to Nelson, facing Broom at the top of the arc. Nelson looking, hands it off Youngblood. Top of the arc 3, that's no good. Rebound tipped, but into the hands of the Tigers, and they'll run the other way. Jones going downhill, lays it up, got it to go off the window, and that's going to be a foul on Aiden Holloway.
He's back in for the Crimson Tide.
Jones free throw up and good, converting the and one and giving the Tigers the 29-25 lead. Sears will bring it up again, playing with the 2 personal fouls. He has got to be under control as he will look and give it off to Nelson on the left wing. Grant will pivot, faces the basket, now dribbles to his right a couple of times. A third, a fourth, a fifth. Goes to his right, gets into the paint and slipped, and that's a walk, and that's a tough break because, man, he was ready to try and make a move on Janai Broom, and he had gotten it low enough, Brian. I think he was going to be able to do something.
I think he had a wet spot. I mean, he was completely on balance and just lost his footing. There are times that players drive and it looked to be a little bit off balance. He was totally in control. May have hit a wet spot, and Alabama turns it over.
In fairness, he was off balance because he hit the wet spot. He was off balance when he fell, and I said it wrong, but you're absolutely right. He slipped on a wet spot that sent him to the deck, and that gave possession to Auburn. Tigers up 4 with the ball. They get it to Broom in the low post. Broom dribbling to his right, spinning to his right, now spinning left. Shooting block by Amori, and Cliff takes it away. Amori with a help defense, getting the block, and now Sears comes the other way. Up top to Mo, thought about a 3, drives against Cardwell, gets into the paint, up strong, no, but he's fouled, and Mohamed Diabate will go to the line. 3 for 3 from beyond the arc in Austin, Texas. Short on that attempt. In fact, it didn't even touch the iron. 29-25, Auburn the ball in the 4-point lead. Jones with possession, looking left, feeding it off to Baker Mazzara. Defended by Stevenson. He'll drive in. He'll lay it up high off the window and got it to go. Alabama not able to cut off the dribbler. He's able to get to the rim and make it a 6-point Tiger advantage. Now Philon on the drive, gets into the paint, with a teardrop from the baseline. Friendly roll. Got it to go over Janai Broom, and Alabama is back to within 4.
LeBaron Philon played so well. One of his best games he's had in a long time in Austin. That's a shot he made early in the season, the floater, and knocks that one down.
Baker Mazzara from the baseline misses. Rebounded by Cliff. Another board for the big fella. That will be his 6th. Here's Phylon for three. Too strong. Rebound, tip, fought for, scramble, and Auburn's going to come out with it.
Boy, 3 Alabama players in great position, just not able to hold on to it, and Auburn gets it back.
Baker Mazzara driving to the corner, double team, throws it inside to Broom, throws a lob, it's batted around, saved by Cardwell to Broom on the near wing. Outside they go to Jones, now far wing again to Kelly. He'll drive, he'll throw a bounce pass, Cardwell able to slam it home on the beautiful assist.
Cliff Amore had to come with help. Jaron Stevenson got beat off the dribble. Good offense by Auburn. Got to contain the dribbler. Alabama wasn't able to on that possession.
Auburn's 6-point lead again with under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Holloway dribbling to the near wing. Working against Baker Mazzara. Phylon on the drive. Goes downhill. Hangs in the air. Got it to go off the glass. And he'll have a chance for an and one with 4:49 to go in the half. But Darion Reed's also on the floor for Alabama as Bama misses another free throw. Short on the attempt was Phylon. And with 4:45 to go in the half, Bama has unfortunately missed 3 free throws, and they trail by 4. Auburn's perfect, 6 for 6. A jumper from 15 is good by Tahad Pettiford to push the lead back up to 6 again for the Tigers. Here's Phylon playing off of a screen, gives it off to Reed. Darion with a couple of dribbles and a handoff to Phylon again. Phylon dribbling left, gives it off. Nelson throws a lob. It is tapped and batted away. Ball knocked out of bounds, though, by Auburn.
From Grant Nelson to Cliff Amore, he wasn't able to throw it down, but fortunately, Alabama gets it back.
Reed inbounds it to Amore in the left corner. Clifford a couple of dribbles and a handoff to Youngblood. Chris trying to shake free, gives it off to Sears. 10 on the shot clock. Sears to Youngblood. Fakes a 3, drives in, kicks in the corner. Reed for 3. Short. Rebound tip. Fault forward. Grabbed by Youngblood. Did he walk? He got fouled. He got first of 2 upcoming. Knocks that one down and pulls Bama to within 5. Takes a dribble, a second. Now fires and gets that one to go as well. Tuscaloosa native drops home 2 and pulls Bama back to within 4 at 35-31. Crowd coming to its feet again. At Coleman, Tigers get it top of the arc. A 3 is off the mark, no good. Rebound again, snatched out of the air by Mo. That is his 7th rebound to lead everybody. And Amore with that rebound. Now Darion Reed on the drive, got fouled.
Defensive rebound, and Darion Reed going strong to the basket. Rick Cardwell, who goes to the bench with 3 fouls, and you put in a National Player of the Year candidate in Janai Broom.
Darion Reed rattles that one in, but we'll take it. Bama's to within a bucket. Here come the Tigers, working it to Broom, top of the arc. He's playing with 2. Cardwell on the bench with 3. Kelly, a tough 3 is no good. Rebound tip, fought for, saved by Auburn. They get it out to Kelly. Around they go, and the 3 from Pettiford, no good. And there's rebound number 8 for Cliff. And now here comes Youngblood front court. Youngblood trying to play off of a screen one side, gives it to Nelson. Grant, a couple of dribbles and a handoff to Phylon. He'll drive, gets into the paint, had it stripped and stolen by Auburn. Here come the Tigers. They'll throw a bounce pass left side. They'll miss the layup. The tip's no good. Grant gets it, gives it out to Phylon. Phylon on the drive, weaving through traffic to the trailer. Nelson missed the layup. He wanted to dunk it, but took off too far away, then tried to lay it in, and it was too strong. And it's a 2-point game still in favor of Auburn with 2:42 to go in the half.
He wanted to bring the house down. It would have, but lost control when he realized he wasn't going to be able to throw it down.
Johnson, 15, got it to go with Amore with a hand in his face, and a timeout's going to be called by Auburn.
And because of the timeout by Bruce Pearl, allows you to get Mark Sears on in the offensive end.
Mark with the ball, giving it off to Amore. Cliff looks to his right as he works against Broom. Picks up his dribble, needs help. Somebody find him. He throws a bounce pass to Nelson. Gets it low, pump fake once, twice, steps through, left-handed shot, no good, and the rebound is claimed by Broom for the Tigers. Went with the left hand, couldn't get it to go that time for Nelson as Auburn leads by 4 and has the ball with 2 minutes to go in the half. Jones with it, playing off the screen. Gets into the lane, floater is up, no good. Rebound, though, grabbed by Broom, and now a foul's going to be committed by Alabama, and I hope it's on Darion Reed. I believe it is.
Chance opportunities. Then Janai Broom, he leads the league in offensive rebound.
Broom trying to hit a second one, and he does. Got them both to go, and makes it a 6-point lead again for Auburn. 39-33, a minute 50 remaining in the opening half. Bama hoping to finish this first half strong as Sears brings it front court. Mark goes to his left, trying to work away from a defender, lost it out of bounds.
Though Auburn won for their last 7, but getting to the line and converting.
Jones giving it up to Johnson, driving against Nelson, kicks it back out to Baker Mazzaro on the right wing. He'll try a three, it's no good, rebounded by Grant. Nelson will throw the outlet to Philon. LeBaron going downhill, stopping on the wing as Auburn fills in nicely on the defensive end. Philon to Nelson, left wing. Lets a cutter go by, gives it in the corner to Amori. Clifford with a couple of dribbles and a handoff to Youngblood. He'll blow past 2 defenders. Goes in, reverse layup, too strong. Rebounded by Broom, and the Tigers hurry the other way. Kelly on the near wing with a minute to go in the half. Throws it into the post to Johnson. He'll back his way down against Nelson, getting into the paint, spinning over him. Missing badly, rebound tipped by Amori to Nelson as Grant clears it for his 7th rebound, and he'll now bring it front court. He goes downhill, he lays it up, hits the side of the glass with a wild shot. Bama not doing a good job once they get into the paint, turning it over again, or basically a turnover with a badly missed shot. And with 20 to shoot, 30 to play in the half, Auburn's got the ball in a 6-point lead. Broom giving it off to Kelly. Now to Jones. Jones will drive. He'll fire it into the corner. All alone. 3-point attempt is up and good by Chaney Johnson. Alabama trailing 42-33. Biggest deficit at home this year as Brian will catch up with Coach Oates.
Thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I mean, they made some tough shots. We didn't do a great job on Broom early. We're not shooting it well. We got to get our energy fixed, though. They made some tough shots. We got to make some. We got to get some better shots. We got to make free throws. We got to make our at the rim. So we got to come out and play with a little bit more energy here in the second half.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Brian. 20 minutes of play, and really you didn't even play 20 minutes and picked up the 3 fouls as Bama gets possession first. Front court to our right. Stevenson on the drive. Gets to the elbow, gives it off to Sears. Fakes a 3, gets into the paint. Gets it in the corner. Stevenson for 3. That's short, and it's rebounded by Auburn. It was way too easy of a 9th rebound of the game for Janai Broom as he just caught it underneath the basket.
Alabama now 2 for 16. That one was wide open in an air ball for Jaron Stevenson.
Jones for 3, knocks it down, and Auburn makes one after the Bama miss, and they got their biggest lead of the day at 12.
Sometimes it's as simple as making open shots. Auburn has made theirs. Alabama has not.
Amori to Stevenson. He'll drive to his right. He'll get to the rim. He'll go with a reverse layup and got it to go around Janai Broom.
That's a strong move from Jaron Stevenson. Hopefully that gets him and this Alabama team going.
Use the rim to shield the shot blocker. Janai Broom also didn't want to pick up his 3rd. Tigers get it to Johnson, trying to drive in the paint, spinning, kicking it back out. Auburn with a 3, no good. Rebounded Amori, and for Clifford, that will be his 8th. Here's Bama the other way with Sears. Top of the arc for 3, blocked into the hands of Amori. Hands it off to Nelson. Grant will hand it back to Sears, who works down the lane. Lost the handle, almost out of bounds. Timeout called. Nope, he stepped on the baseline in the process. 10-point game, 45-35. Auburn with the ball in the lead.
Mark Sears trying to do a little bit too much on that possession. Was not open from the 3-point line and took it too deep.
Jones for 3 at the top of the arc is good. And as they started the game, Auburn making back-to-back 3s to begin the second half. Sears playing off of a screen, gives it off to Stevenson. Jaron back out to Martin. 18:08 to play. Bama trailing 48-35, and Sears fouled. And now with that make is 2 of 3.
17 from deep.
Hits that one too. Makes 2 out of 3.
And it's a combination of Auburn's defense has been really good. They blocked his last shot. Give all the credit to the defense, but also Alabama's had some good looks from 3, rushed some, and just missed some.
Holloway in, Sears sitting down for Alabama. The Tigers working onto the right wing to try a 3. They'll miss it. Amori up high above everybody to claim rebound number 9 of the game for him. Here's Holloway, throws a bounce pass to Amori. Cliff in the lane, lost the handle, picks it back up, gives it off to Nelson, to Stevenson in the corner. Auburn suffocating defense in the half court. Driving as Stevenson is having a blowout right there was Auburn's Chris Moore.
Jaron was right there, and Auburn gets called for the foul.
Inbounds coming from Stevenson. Jaron looking to get it in, beats the count, getting it to Amori at the top of the arc. Now it'll be Holloway driving, putting up a clear drop in the lane, got it to go. And wouldn't it be special if that little man could spark a comeback for Alabama? He's got it to a 9-point game, 48-39 with 17-17 to go. Tigers go to Baker Mazar on the left wing. Stevenson chasing him. They'll throw it into the low post to Broom. Backing his way down against Amori. Double team, spin, shoots a fall away, and got the friendly roll. Man, is he smooth. Able to get it to drop, and he now has 14 points. Holloway to Amori. Back to Aiden. Top of the arc. Deep three. No good. And the rebound claimed by Broom for Auburn. Looked good, but it wouldn't go. And Alabama down 11. Needs a stop in a bad way with 16:44 to play. Jones will rise and fire from three, and he banked it in. Terrible shot that banked in from dead on. And we're down 14. Inside, Amori goes in, lays it up and in for two. A beautiful move from Clifford. And then Auburn almost throws it away, but they get it to Baker Mazara. Now to Jones. Jones working against Holloway. Gives it off to Broom. Broom fires a pass down low. Shot is up, and it rolls in. Another ball that hung on the rim. Could have gone either way, but fell in for Miles Kelly. And the lead is back to 14. 16 minutes to go. Holloway giving it off. Amori on the drive. Fires a pass to Nelson. Grant will hand it off to Youngblood. Chris trying to get free. Gives it off to Nelson, who had it in his hands, lost it, got it back. Pump fake twice, had it blocked. Clearly got hit on the arm, no call, and the ball goes out of bounds. Possession will belong to Alabama.
Get back in a game very quickly, but it needs to start here on this possession.
Filine will inbound it to Diabate, who's checked in. Back to LeBaron in the corner. Trying to drive, gives it off to Moe. He'll take it beyond the arc. 4 on the shot clock. 3, drives it in the paint, puts it up with a left hand and got it to go. He took it right at Janai Broom, who was wanting a foul call.
And didn't have a choice. There was under 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Moe took it right at the best shot blocker in the SEC and was able to score over it.
Nate Oates in a defensive position, calling for a stop from his team. Kelly on the left wing, looks up top, feeding it off to Jones. Jones driving, stopping at the elbow, stepping back, jumper rattles out, no good. Moe clears the miss, and the tie comes the other way. Filon driving it to the rack. It gets swatted out of bounds nicely. 8.5 minutes in the first half of action. Filon trying to inbound it. Got to hurry, just beats the count, getting it to Nelson. Grant on the near wing, working against Baker Mazar. Look out, double team coming. Ball goes out of bounds, touched last by the Tigers.
Defense on both sides. Alabama turned it over a little bit in the first half. Can't do it here in the second.
Holloway trying to get it in ahead of the count. Does so to Moe in the corner. Diabate getting hand checked by Baker Mazar, and they'll call him for the foul. Guilty of his third personal foul. Again, Bama struggling to get the ball in bounds, and they do get it to Nelson on the near wing. Grant will drive, gets it into the paint. Hands it off to Diabate with 12 on the shot clock. Goes down the lane, lays it up, too strong. Had an open lane after working past 2 defenders and then missed it. Tigers with Baker Mazar on the left wing. Gets the dribble out, gives it off to Pettiford. 55-43 Auburn with 14 and a half to go.
Well, we can't afford missed layups. No shot blocker anywhere near Moe Diabate, just missed it. The strong hand, the left hand, maybe changed the angle just a little bit.
Tigers work it to the top of the arc. Kelly trying to shake free from Filon. Kelly will hand it off to Jones. Jones will drive, gets into the paint. Moe defending, puts it up, still got it to go.
Well, that was a great defensive possession by Alabama. Auburn able to handle the pressure and knock down a tough shot.
Moe will try to drive, gets into the paint. Pump fake once, twice, and lays it in. He got hit on the arm, no whistle, but he does get the shot to go. Nate Oates saying he got hit on top of the head too. It's a 12-point game with 13:50 remaining. Pettiford on the drive will rise and fire from 3 and get it to go. It's a 2 according to Joe Lindsey. Said he had a toe on the line. They'll review it at the timeout. Now here's Bama. Front court with it. Holloway fires it to Filon. Diabate for 3. No good. And the rebound claimed by Kelly. I'm not sure that's the look Nate Oates wanted right there.
Well, he did make 3 out of 3 Texas, and he was wide open, but Alabama continues to struggle from three, 2 for 19 from deep.
Cardwell with it, now to Pettiford. Pettiford goes left side to Kelly. Kelly will hesitate, drives in, lost it, ball knocked into the hands of Johnson on the left wing. He'll get cut off, hands it off to Cardwell, had it stripped, and now they're going to call a foul. Grant Nelson. Nate Oates not happy with Pat Adams. And possession will stay with Auburn as Nelson picks up his first.
I thought it may have been close. It wasn't. What a great defensive play by Grant Nelson. I understand why Nate Oates is so frustrated. That was a heck of a defensive play. The score, there's no room for error for Alabama. You can't miss layups. You can't have the opponent bank in threes, and that's been the case here in the second half.
Tried to bank in a free throw. Cardwell missed them both. Here's Bama the other way. Sears with the ball. Driving down the lane. Puts it up with the left hand. No, but he's fouled from three. First free throw up and good by Sears.
They force some difficult shots at the rim, but also Alabama has missed a couple at point-blank range with no defender there. Hopefully, Mark Sears at the free throw line will get this Alabama team going on both ends.
Foul out high on Diabate.
Go into halftime up 9, and you come out and shoot 70% through the first 8 minutes. That is tough to handle.
Jones to Broom all alone. Top of the arc, three is well short. Rebounded Sears. Alabama can cut it to 10 or less with a three. Sears to Mo. The lob to Cliff and the reverse slam. And the lid came off the place. And let's see if we can keep it that way. Crowd on its feet now as Pettiford brings it front court for the Tigers. 12:15 to go. Bama down 10. Auburn with the ball. Johnson onto the far wing, feeds it to Kelly. Man of the low post to Broom. Back at his way in, spins into a double team. Shot up, no good. But Broom will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws like the National Player of the Year. Broom misses the second. Amori snatches another one out of the sky. Bama with a basketball. Diamante to Phylon. Phylon driving the lane, throws the lob. Cliff, the tip, no good, but he got fouled. Amori shooting the first of 2 for the Tide. And
the offensive numbers of Janai Broom. Cliff Amori has done a really nice job against him.
Rebound by Diabate after the miss from Amori, and Alabama will try to turn this into a bigger possession. Mo will spin, needs help, finds Cliff, who takes a dribble, picks it up, needs help, will hand it to Sears. 6 to shoot. Mark at 5, Mark at 4, Mark at 3, at 2, at 1. It is no good. Rebounded by Broom, and now we'll fire the outlet to Kelly. Kelly will stop on the left wing for 3. Got it to go. That is a tough sequence there for Bama. We only got 1. They get 3. And it's 13-point advantage now for Auburn at 63-50. Driving is Phylon. Getting downhill, reverse layup, no good, but he's fouled by Broom.
The fast break for Auburn. And Kelly, one of the best three-point shooters in the S.
Second free throw by Phylon, good as he hits them both. And Alabama, he's got it to 11 again with 11:11 to play. Pettiford bringing it front court for the Tigers. Handing it off to Kelly. Now top of the arc, they go to Broom. Broom a couple of dribbles to the left wing. Up top to Hudson, and now the feed goes once more to Pettiford. Pettiford nearly lost it, got it back, throws it left side, stolen away by Bama. Phylon to Sears, back to Phylon, a bad pass, but a good look or a good idea. Trying to go to Diabate, a scramble for the loose ball, knocked out of bounds, such last by Auburn.
Boy, allowed Auburn to get back on defense and at least force Alabama to have to set up.
Diabate picks up the dribble, hands it off. Phylon driving down the lane, puts it up with the left hand, and somehow got the scoop to go. We got into single digits again at 9. And the crowd again tries to rise and get behind the home team here in Tuscaloosa. Tigers with the ball. Jones into the low post to Broom. Working against Amori. Broom calling for a clear out, shoots a fall away, short, rebounded by the Tide. Here comes Phylon, a chaser behind him. Phylon throws a lob, Cliff, got it to go, count it, he is fouled, and an and one opportunity upcoming.
Boy, it didn't look great as LeBaron Phylon threw the high lob, and the ball got stuck on the rim, but he took the contact, and what a play by Cliff Amore to catch it and finish through contact. Gets the friendly roll, not the typical alley-oop dunk that we're used to seeing from Cliff Amore, but a huge stop and three-point play opportunity for Big Cliff.
I've seen the ball wedge between the backboard and the rim. I've seen it stop on the back of the rim. I thought it was going to stop on the side of the rim for a second. Amore trying to convert and does the and one, and Bama is to within 6 with 10 minutes to go.
A 7-0 run over just over a minute. Alabama can score quickly, but needs some stops.
Pettiford for 3, no good. Rebound, out of bounds, touch last by the shooter, and the Tide can get this thing to within a bucket if they make a 3. 9:51 to go. We owe you a station ID, but we are going to stay with a live action as Bama inbounds it quickly to Sears. He'll bring it front court. Sears off of a screen. Working to the timeline near side. 17 on the shot clock. Sears for 3. Bottom. Here we come. Bama to within 3. First. Bank first 3 of the second half. And only the third of the game. Timeout Auburn. As the place erupts, we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network.
The floor.
I thought he was going to do the same thing.
I'm happy that Nate didn't do that.
Auburn off the inbound, throws it down low, blocked by Diabate, picked up by Amore, gives it off to Sears, and Bama's running. Mark calling for a screen. Gives it off Phylon, looking low, nothing there. Drives down the lane, puts it up with a left hand, no. Tip, no. And the rebound claimed by Auburn. Bama had a chance to get it to 1, but couldn't get the shot to go. Don't take the foot off the pedal, fellas, just because you had one miss.
Boy, what a great defensive play by Mo Diabate to start that Alabama break.
Baker Mazar at the top of the arc, trying to shake free from Phylon. Works down the lane against Amore. Shot is up, no good. But a foul is going to be called on Clifford and on Amore. That will be personal number 3. That's a really nice off-balance, off-rhythm shot by Baker Mazara that drew the defender into the foul.
Yeah, Baker Mazara, one of the most veteran players in college basketball. 25 years old. To put that into context, Luka Doncic, 25 years old. He's a 7th-year NBA veteran. He and Chad Baker Mazara are the same age. Needless to say, this is a veteran Auburn team.
Couple of years, he'll be at the retirement home with Javon Quinterly. Here is Amore checking out, and Grant Nelson comes in to replace it.
You know, Chad Baker Mazara was questionable in this game. He's been banged up. Game time decision. Bruce Pearl is glad that he played him because Baker Mazara has made some big plays in this one.
Hits 2 free throws to push the lead back out to 5. They still had a field goal in almost 3 minutes, but the free throws ended the Bama run. Here comes Phylon on the drive, gives it out to Sears in front of us. Deep 3, bottom. Mark heating up. Mark Christopher Sears, a couple of bank first threes. He looks at the crowd, says, "Let's go." And they are indeed, as Bama's to within 2. Auburn basketball, top of the arc. They'll work it to Johnson, now on the wing to Baker Mazara. Bama makes sure he doesn't get free. Now it's Broom driving into the paint. Spins wildly, shoots no good. Rebound to Diabate. And Bama can tie it or take its first lead with a 3. Mo with it, driving against Broom. Gets downhill, shot is up, and it's blocked on a great play, but knocked away into the hands of Nelson for the flush. And let's start over. We're tied at 65 with 7:55 to go.
And what a hustle play by Mo Diabate. Janai Broom got the defensive rebound. He knocked it away, got it to Sears, who got it to Nelson for the plug.
Pettiford, 3, no good. Rebounded Phylon, and Bama looks for its first lead. LeBaron going going downhill, driving away from trouble. Sears, do it again, baby. That one's no good, and the rebound controlled by Auburn, and the Tigers run the other way. Pettiford will try to hit a three, and he does, and he quiets the crowd. Oh my goodness, what a ball game between Bama and Auburn, the two top teams in America, squaring off here in Tuscaloosa. Auburn 68, Bama 65. Diabate with it, top of the arc, looking for Sears. Mark trying to drive, gets cut off. Youngblood, three for the tie. Yes, sir!
How about this game, Chris Youngblood, the Tuscaloosa native, from deep after the dribble, handoff Mark Sears, making plays, knocking down shots, this time with the assist.
This is what we expected, a heavyweight battle for the unification belt. Three, oh, it's good by Baker Mazzara, and the Tigers go back up 71-68. Phylon on the drive, gets underneath, circles away from trouble. Nelson to Youngblood, lost it, got it back. Pump fake once, shot up, blocked out of bounds on a great play by Auburn's Chaney Johnson. Alabama will inbound at side court, trailing 71-68. Get it in to Diabate with 6.5 to go. Nelson top of the arc with it. Surveying the floor, dribbles to his left. He'll drive, get into the paint, spinning, shooting, and can't get it to go, but it's tipped into the air. Loose ball fought for and claimed by Auburn. They took it right at Cardwell, who's playing with 4 fouls.
Yeah, did a good job of playing with physicality and not picking up that fifth, but like the idea by Grant Nelson.
Left side, Tigers work it to Kelly. Now they go to Baker Bazaar in the paint. Facing the basket, he'll drive, he'll shoot high off the window and got it to go over Aiden Holloway. Bama down 5 again with 5:52 to go. Sears with a basketball. Mark over to Diabate. Mo will look, he'll spin, he'll go down the lane, he'll go to the rim, he'll shoot, he'll miss. Rebounded by Auburn as Bama fans wanted a whistle, but none coming in this ball game. Nice pass in transition, shot up and good, and Auburn with back-to-back buckets have made this a 75-68 game, and Nate Oates will get Cliff Amore off the bench at the next dead ball. Bama getting it to Sears. Mark trying to weed through traffic. Steps back beyond the arc, shaking free, or trying to, from Baker Mazzara. Spinning, shooting, missing in the paint, but he'll go to the line.
You know,
Advantage in terms of attempts. He does make the second.
Yeah, right about their season average at 71%. Go up a little bit after that make, but coming off a 90% free throw performance against the Texas Longhorns.
Pettiford goes to Cardwell, top of the arc. Auburn leads by 6 with 5:05 to play. Pettiford trying to shake free as he works against Holloway. Bama's gotten Amore back in along with Youngblood. Pettiford on the drive, puts it up high off the window, got it to go, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Auburn. They're going to whistle that one on Cardwell. They'll count the bucket, but I think they're calling the foul on Auburn and Dylan Cardwell, and if so, that's his 5th.
1-1 coming up for the Auburn transfer.
And he hits the first, so he'll get a second. Love to have it to one possession at the under 4 media timeout. Free throw good, and we got it down to 6. Come on, fans, make some more noise. And right on cue, here they come. Pettiford on the left wing, playing off of a screen, driving, gets into the paint, splitting defender, shot is up, it's good, and it's an and one opportunity, and they have taken it right at Holloway in the last couple of possessions. Can't convert. Big miss there. It stays at an 8-point game. Bama the other way. Holloway giving it off to Nelson. Driving down the lane. Lays it up. That's basket interference.
Minutes. Aggressive move by Grant Nelson.
Youngblood in, replacing Holloway. Sears trying to work through a screen. Pettiford, a tough runner. No good. Ball tipped into the air twice, 3 times. Scramble. Fought for and picked up by Auburn. We had 3 guys there, and they knocked each other off of it. The lefty had missed, I don't think. Oh, but he has now. He missed that one. Broom, now 3 of 5.
Give you credit for that one.
I tried. Bama down 6 with the ball with 4:12 to go. Here's Sears with it. Sears playing off of a screen. Has it. Top of the arc. Gives it to Amore. Back to Mark. They switch on him. Broom now guarding. Let's see if we clear out. Looking for a screen. He'll launch a 3. He'll miss it. Ball tipped into the hands of Stevenson, who missed the layup. And then going to the deck, and a foul's going to be called on Jaron.
And one of the best shooters in the SEC. That one looked a little better.
They did. Both count, though.
And that is a 4-point swing as Alabama misses a wide-open layup, and then the frustration foul extends this lead for Auburn.
Phylon with it, top of the arc, giving it off to Sears. Thought about a three, instead will work against the defender in Miles Kelly. 15 to shoot, Sears on the drive. Gets to the rim, puts it up, no good. Got knocked to the deck, no whistle. Here comes Auburn the other way with Jones. That call most of the year.
I thought he did a good job.
They're going to call Phylon for a foul offensively either. Down 9, stays 9 as he missed that one. It's 82-73. See how big that is down the stretch. Phylon on the near wing with a dribble alive. Phylon working against the defender Jones. 3:10 to go. Nelson back to Phylon driving, and he's fouled.
But Auburn 6 out of their last 7. Alabama needs some stops.
Second attempt upcoming. That one's good, and we got it down to 7 with 3:06 to go. Phylon out, Stevenson in to replace him for Alabama. Stop here would be huge. Tigers almost turned it over on the inbounds. But Jones will bring it ahead with Sears defending. Jones giving it off left side to Johnson. Inside Broom. Floater is up and good. Got a quick shot from about 6 feet. Got it to go. Sears running the other way. Giving it off. Stevenson in the paint. Gets himself settled. Lays it in for 2.
May have gotten fouled. Not a ton of contact, but it looked like Broom went for the pump fake. His leg hit Jaron Stevenson in the arm, but he was able to go up and finish. Alabama has got to get stops. They haven't been able to lately.
2:35 to go. Tigers go to Broom. Now back to Jones. Wild shot, no good. Rebound fought for, claimed by Nelson. And now we got a foul and a player down.
It's going to be a flagrant foul on white number 10. Red number 8 will shoot 2 shots, and red will have the ball out of bounds.
2 huge free throws for Youngblood. First one's up, first one's good. Holloway bringing it front court. Holloway off the screen, driving, stopping, looking, giving it off. Sears getting to the rim, puts it up, blocked beautifully by Broom. A huge block there. Nate Oates wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Pettiford trying to play keep away now as the Tigers want to run some clock. Well, a huge stop for the Auburn.
Yeah, the block was clean. He wanted the foul with the body before that. Didn't get the call. That's a couple of times that Mark Sears has driven the lane, taken some contact and not gotten it.
Nelson with a steal, but they're going to call a foul on Diabate. Pettiford, free throw up and good.
Shot from Auburn, just 1 point on what could have been a huge possession for Alabama.
And how many of those have we seen, Brian, where Bama doesn't maximize their trip to the free throw line and Auburn gets a 2 or a 3 on the other end? Now you're down 8. Holloway to Sears, driving to the rim, off the window, no, it's blocked. Another great play for the Tigers. Scramble on the deck. Diabate trying to save it for Alabama. Just wait. They want to bleed as much time as they can. 15 still to shoot, 1:22 to go in the game. Broom says clear out. He'll work against Diabate. 8 to shoot, 7, 6. Broom in the lane, shot up and good. And Janai Broom's 18th and 19th points give the Tigers a 10-point lead with 1:05 to go. It will take a miracle here for Bama. Sears to Diabate to Martin. He'll drive and he'll get fouled. And Sears free throw up. Got it to go. Under a minute to play. That one's good. And Bama's back to within 8. Desperation time for Alabama. Tigers try to get it inbounds. They do to Pettiford. Bama will chase as Kelly has it now. The Tide forced to foul Stevenson on Wednesday. As both free throws good by Kelly, the Tide will travel to Columbia to take on the Missouri Tigers as Holloway will drive and gets fouled on the floor. And he'll see Florida at home and then the trip to Auburn to wrap it up.
Different. You know, the hype is there. It's a huge game, but you don't win or lose a championship here this afternoon. Now, I would have said that win or lose. I did say it before the game. This is one you desperately want to win because it's a rivalry game, and it puts you in a better position to win an SEC championship. But what you do with this will determine year season, and Alabama, after this, a tough 6-game stretch coming up. It starts Wednesday night against Missouri, and it looks like Alabama's going to have to bounce back after a disappointing loss. Bama shot it so well against Texas. 61% from the field, 59% from three, 90% from the line, and it's been the opposite here this afternoon. Give Auburn credit. Their defense has been really good, but Alabama well below their averages in made threes and percentage.
Broome misses the free throw. That's the first of 2. He'll have another attempt upcoming. Bama fans, a fantastic job of showing up here at home. Make a lot of noise. Unfortunately, Bama not able to take the lead. Both free throws missed by Broome, and here comes Nelson the other way for the Tide. Reverse layup good with 41 seconds to go, and assist. 2 block shots as well, but he's missed 4 straight free throws. Bama down 7, 38 seconds to go. Holloway trying to shake free, gets fouled. Nope, a whistle. He'll drive in, he'll lay it up. That's basket interference, and that'll be another goaltending call on Auburn as a bigger defender in to replace him. As Jones will hit the second as well. 92-85, 3-possession game. Bama runs front court, gives it off. Holloway, 3 ball, no good. Long rebound comes to the Tigers. Scramble for the loose ball, high in the air, and a foul's going to be whistled on the Crimson Tide, and that is likely going to be the last real opportunity. 5, 3, 2, 1. Auburn, a huge win on a day when the state of Alabama has its biggest regular season showcase maybe ever. Bama falls 94-85. The Tigers looking like and staking their claim to number 1 in the country.
Well, just a moment ago in the Crimson Tide locker room, it was Chris Stewart catching up with the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Nate Oates. That post-game conversation always presented by Cook's Pest Control. Give pests the full court press and call Cook's today to protect your home and business from pests and termites. A moment ago, Chris Stewart joined by the head coach of the Tide, Nate Oates.
Coach, the atmosphere, environment, everything we expected it to be, unfortunately, just didn't get the result we'd hoped for.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't hit some threes. We got outscored by 21 points from the 3-point line. Our objective was to run them off the 3, and they got more 3-point attempts than we did. So we didn't do a great job on defense, on that end. Offensively, we have us finishing 20 out of 42 at the rim. So it's hard to win games when you shoot under 50% at the rim. Too many missed free throws. Turnovers weren't bad, but it was still almost double what they had. So, it is they're a good team. We weren't good enough to beat them tonight. Good thing is we get a rematch in 3 weeks. We got to be better at some stuff. We're the number 1 team in the country for a reason, and we were there. I thought our guys showed a lot of resilience to come back, tie the thing up. When we did, then they made a run. We gotta get some stops. Once we tie it up, we gotta get some stops. We didn't get the stops. I think we tied it at 78, if I remember right, and then they hit a 3 that we weren't supposed to give up, and then kind of went downhill from there. So, great environment, good game. Love the fact our fans showed up for game day in the game. Disappointed we didn't give them a better showing out there, but we for us, we got to talk to our guys, get their minds right. We were in a similar situation a little bit later in the year. We lost to Tennessee at home and then let it spill over to a road loss at Florida, and we end up losing the league by 1 point. We can't let this loss spill over to the next game and turn into 2 losses. We got to get our guys' minds right, and winning the league still full control. We're in control of our own destiny. We don't have full control if we win it outright, but we have full control over whether we win it with a tie. So that's got to be our mindset. We've got, I believe, 6 games left. I think there's 3 home, 3 road, if I'm not mistaken. And we take care of those 6. No matter what happens anywhere else, we're tied for league championship. That's got to be our mindset moving forward.
Coach, you talk often about the first 4 and the last 4.5. The first really 2 minutes of the first half and the last 60 seconds of the first as well. saw them outscore you 9-0 and then 6-0 to have a 9-point advantage at intermission. That was a big part. I know there were several other sequences in the game, but that was a tough one in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't think we had the sense of urgency we needed to. The plan was not to just watch Broome shoot threes, and then we weren't supposed to give up any threes to some of the other guys. So, that 9-0 start was not what we were looking for. Closed to the half, like you said, wasn't what we were looking for. They ended up being up 9. Then they got up 14 fairly quick out of the half. We gave up another 3 pretty quick. And then, character our guys showed to fight back from down 14 against the number 1 team in the country. We could build off that, over that next, however long it was, 6-8 minutes where we climbed back and got it tied. But, all in all, for 40 minutes, we weren't good enough to beat the best team in the country tonight.
Coach, their length around the rim, you said, would be an issue. And I know you've already addressed it, the misses around there. How much of that is caused by the anticipation of a shot blocker coming in as much as anything? I know it's not an excuse, but it's to their credit that even though they don't get a hand on shots, they still impact them.
Yeah, they had 6 block shots, so it's definitely part of it. Part of it is we just didn't make good reads. You get teammates wide open and decide to shoot on contested at the rims like that. You're going to end up at 48% like we were. So we got to do a better job moving the ball, being a little more unselfish. Some of the times we just got to make them. Like some of our bigs are right at the rim. They just got to finish. So, finishing strong at the rim. This is not a game for soft finishes. Some of it was making bad reads. Some of it was we just got to make the shots we took.
Now you got to go on the road in a game that I said before this would ever started may be one of your toughest of the year, given the fact it win or lose against Auburn, it was going to come on the heels of a big, emotional, highly publicized game in a very tough place to play in Columbia.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, we don't have a game that's not in the top 25. We've struggled at Missouri in the past. The first year we won the league, I believe it was one of our 2 losses, if I remember correctly. So we got to get these guys' minds right by the time we play at Missouri. And even with our guys' minds right, it's not going to be easy. So, a lot to learn from this game. We're still playing for a lot, playing for a regular season championship, playing for seeding in the NCAA tournament, playing for seeding in the SEC tournament. And our guys faced a little adversity tonight. Happy with the way they responded to tie it, but we got to clean some stuff up. So we'll come back in Monday. We'll get a lot of stuff cleaned up, and we'll be ready to go at Missouri.
Thank you, Coach.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Chris. Roll Tide.